En el podcast número 3 de vocabulario para call center vamos a aprender a cómo dejar mensajes cuando los clientes no están disponibles. Esto es de mucha importancia porque cuando vas a un roleplay en tu entrevista de trabajo de call center, tienes que tener una idea de cómo manejar las llamadas, sobre todo cuando los clientes te mandan al buzón de voz, porque no quieren hablar contigo o porque simplemente no tienen el tiempo, no están disponibles. Y lo mejor de todo es de que todo este vocabulario, toda esta situación de call center, la aprenderás aquí. Solo tienes que tomar tu cuadernito de apuntes. Espera, no te vayas. Tu cuadernito de apuntes, anotar lo que escuchas y hacer tus propias oraciones. También te recuerdo de que la próxima vez que vayas a una entrevista de trabajo en un call center, no sabrás qué tipo de roleplay te va a tocar. Por eso te animo a que puedas comprar The Roleplay Practice Book, que es un libro de prácticas para roleplay para los diferentes tipos de escenarios que puedes encontrarte en un call center. Ventas, retención, servicio al cliente y soporte técnico. Para adquirir el libro, lo único que tienes que hacer es irte al link en la descripción. Ahora sí, te dejo con el podcast número 3 de nuestro vocabulario para call center. Espero que puedas disfrutarlo y sobre todo puedas aprender muchísimo. Let's get started. What is going on, agents for call center?
How may I help you?
What is going on, agent for call center? This is our third podcast about call center vocabulary. And today's lesson, we are going to learn everything about leaving messages. We are going to be learning about vocabulary for call center and how we can leave messages to customers. The question here is, though, what do representatives sometimes do when customer is unavailable? Let me know in the comments what would be your answer to that question. Let me repeat the question one more time. What do representatives sometimes do when a customer is unavailable? And if you would like to know what the answer is, I'm going to be giving you the answer all the way down to the end. So stick to today's podcast because you will know what to do as a representative when customers are unavailable. As you may know, future agents for call center, we are going to listen the first time a little bit at normal speed, and the second attempt is going to be at slower speed. Are you guys ready? Let's jump right into future agents for call centers. Memo. From Glenn gets to all stuff. Subject, message, procedures. We recently received multiple customers complain about voice messages. Customers are sometimes unavailable and have to call back, but messages from our company consistently contain insufficient information. Several customers complained that messages did not include callback numbers. This makes customers confused and irritated. They end up spending significant time on hold. This is a waste of time for both customers and representatives. We need to leave effective messages when you are transferred to a customer's voicemail. Identify yourself and the company clearly. State what the call is regarding. Leave a callback number. Repeat your name, the company name, and the callback number. Remember, be brief, but don't leave out information. What do you think about that, future agent for call center? That was fast. That was normal speed. Now we are going to read it again, but this time is going to be at slower speed. Let's go ahead and do it. Memo from Glenn Yates to all stuff. Subject, message, procedures. We recently received multiple customer complaints about voice messages. Customers are sometimes unavailable and have to call back. But messages from our company consistently contain insufficient information. Several customers complained that messages did not include callback numbers. This makes customers confused and irritated. They end up spending significant time on hold. This is a waste of time for both customers and representatives. We need to leave effective messages when you are transferred to a customer's voicemail. Identify yourself and the company clearly. State what the call is regarding. Leave a callback number. Repeat your name, the company name, and the callback number. Remember, be brief, but don't leave out information. What do you think about now, future agents for call centers? Were you able to understand the whole memo? Were you able to understand the whole information? Now, something that we are going to go through is today's vocabulary. And the first word that I want you to pay attention to is the word memo. Memo. M-E-M-O. What is a memo, everybody? Memo is a short official note. It's a piece of paper where you are communicating something relevant to the company you are working for. So, a memo is sent by a supervisor. A memo could be sent by a recruiter. A memo could be sent by a coach. A memo could be sent by your OM, the operation manager in a call center. So in this short official note, they are informing you about something that you should be aware of. For example, if there is a new price for the product, if there is a new price for the service, you should be informed most likely through a memo. And you need to sign the memo. When you sign the memo, you are telling your coach, you're telling the recruiter, you're telling your supervisor, you're telling the operation manager that you understand what is this about, what is the object about, what is the information about, and then you are aware, you know what is the information. So you can communicate that later on to your customers. That was memo. Now, let's read the first line. The first line states, we recently received multiple customers' complaints about voice messages. We're going to go with the word complaints. C-O-M-P-L-A-I-N-T-S. Complaints. Everybody just repeat after me. Complaints. What does it mean, complaints? All right, let's check this out. Complaint is countable, everybody. So first things first, it could be one complaint, two complaints, three complaints, four complaints, and so on. Okay? And complaint, it's a statement which a customer complains about something. It's when a customer is not happy about something. The customer makes a complaint about the service. The customer makes a complaint about the price. The customer makes a complaint that the product he received is not working. That is a complaint. When you are not happy with something and you say what you think about the product, that is a complaint. In other words, dissatisfaction. One more time. Dissatisfaction. You are not happy with the service. You are not happy with the product. That is a complaint. And a complaint is something that you are going to be dealing with every single time you talk to a customer over the phone. Complaint. Remember the first word. Let's continue. We recently received multiple customers' complaints about voice messages. We're going to go with the word messages. M-E-S-S-A-G-E-S. Messages. And what is a message? A message is a spoken or written piece of information that you send to another person or you leave to another person. Now, a voice message is your voice turned into a message. Most likely, you leave a lot of voice messages through WhatsApp when you get in contact with your friends, when you want to say something to your parents, when you want to say something to your colleagues or coworkers, classmates. Message, voice message is the type of system that you have in your phone that instead of sending a text message, you send a voice message. Synonym of message, everybody, is going to be letter, L-E-T-T-E-R, or also memo, M-E-M-O. Now, let's continue with the next word. Customers are sometimes unavailable and have to call back. But messages from our company consistently contain insufficient information. Unavailable. One more time. Unavailable. Unavailable. Let me spell it out for you. U-N-A-V-A-I-L-A-B-L-E. Unavailable is an adjective. And as you may know, this word comes before a noun. Unavailable means that you are not easy to catch. Unavailable means non-existent. Taken. Is not there. All that means unavailable. You're not ready yet. Unavailable. Look at this. Not able to be obtained. It says unavailable. Now, when you work in a call center, when you put your headsets on and you are about to start taking calls, the very first status before you taking calls, the first status that you put yourself before you're starting your shift, before you're starting your working day, before you start to work, before you start receiving complaints or before you start receiving calls, the first status that you are going to put yourself is unavailable or not ready. Unavailable, in other words, means that it's not ready. Sometimes customers are unavailable. They are not ready to take your call. When you call the customer's numbers back, the customer is unavailable. Good. Let's move on with our next word. Call back. What is a callback? A callback is a return of a telephone call. And why do you need to call back the customer? You will need to call back the customer when you pretty much have forgotten information to put in your system. Maybe you didn't ask for the customer's email address. Maybe you didn't ask for the customer's product's color. maybe you didn't ask for the customer's t-shirt size, and that's why you need to call back. Return the call. Call back. Next sentence. This makes customers confused and irritated. Confused. When you receive a call and you are not given callback numbers, you might feel like frustrated. You might feel like lost. You might feel as well mad, angry. Confused, synonym of confused would be lost. Doesn't make sense to you. And synonym of irritated would be mad, crazy, upset about something. Confused, everybody. Take this down. CONFUSED. Confused. I feel confused sometimes. Customers feel confused when you don't explain what is next in a technical support call. Sometimes customers might feel irritated because they are asking you a question and they are not getting any answer from the doubts or questions they may have about a product or a service from your company. Irritated, upset. Irritated, write this down. IRRITATED. Irritated. Good. Let's move on to our next line. They end up spending significant time on hold. End up. Beautiful phrasal verb. End up. ENDUP. End up. There's a connector over there. End up. They end up spending significant time on hold. End up. They reach to a place. They reach to a condition. They reached a situation that it was not expected. When you call customer service, you are expecting. You are looking for answers. You are looking for solutions. But sometimes you might end up without any answers or without any solutions. End up. To reach a place, to reach a condition that it is not planned, that is not expected. End up. And on hold, ON space, hold, HOLD, means waiting. So customers, in the end of the call, they spent a lot of time just waiting. Why? Because they were not given a call back number. So this is a waste of time for both customers and representative. Waste of time. Waste of time. It's just spending your time. It's not making the customer's time valuable. Let's continue. We need to leave effective messages when you are transferred to a customer's voicemail. Transfer. TRANSFERRED. Transfer. Transfer means to put your customers through another department, to send the call to another department. Sometimes you want to get in contact with a particular person in a call center. But as you may know, anybody in a call center can pick up your call. So sometimes if you have the name of the representative or if you have the extension number of the representative, you can be transferred. Your call can be sent to another person. That is transfer. Transfer the call to me. Send me the call. Transfer the call to me. Are you talking to that customer? Send it over. I will help that customer. Transfer the call. Sometimes you're going to be transferred to the customer's voicemail. And this is the important part. When you reach the voicemail, when you end up in the voicemail, you need to do a couple of things, according to the article. Number one, you need to identify yourself. So you need to say your name. For example, hi, Richard. Hi, Penelope. Hi, Edward. And then you identify yourself. My name is Nestor from nestingacc. You identify yourself and you state the name of the company, from nestingacc. And you need to do it clearly. You don't need to do it fast. This is Nestor speaking from nestingacc. Why? Because customers are not going to be able to understand your message when they receive the voicemail. So identify yourself in a clearly manner. This is Nestor speaking from nestingacc. After that, you need to state what the call is regarding. Regarding, R-E-G-A-R-D-I-N-G. Regarding. You need to state what the call is regarding. You need to say why you are calling the customer. You need to say what is the call about. This is Nestor speaking from nestingacc, and this call is because you requested, you wanted information about our products. You wanted information about our services. That's why I'm calling today, Mr. Customer. When you state what the call is about, you need to leave a callback number. A callback number so the customer can call you back directly. And sometimes, if you have the extension, you should give your extension number and your name. An example of that would be, Mr. Customer, you can reach me at 505-88-125-123. Let me repeat it one more time. Mr. Customer, you can reach me out at 505-88-125-123. And at the end of the call, you need to repeat your name again, the company's name, and the callback number again. An example of that would be, if you have further questions, please reach me at 505-88-125-123. My name is Nestor from nestingacc. That would be the perfect message for the customer to call you back. Next sentence. Remember, be brief. Don't leave out information. Brief future agent for call center. B as in boy, R as in Richard, I as in India, E as in Echo, and F as in Frank. Brief. B-R-I-E-F. Brief, everybody, means to be short and to go to the point. Don't go around the bushes. Don't speak something that is not related about the information you're supposed to be giving to your customers. Be brief. Go to the point. And don't leave out information. What does it mean? Leave out. That is another phrasal verb. Today we learned two phrasal verbs. End up and leave out. Leave out is fail to include. Try to include all the information, all the details for the customer to call you back with every single point you wanted to talk about. Be brief and don't leave out information. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and now and give you what the answer to today's question. The question is, what do representatives sometimes do when a customer is unavailable? When a customer is unavailable, the only thing you need to do is to leave a message in customer's voicemail. You dial the customer's number, you reach the customer's voicemail, and if you reach the voicemail, it's because the customer is unavailable. He cannot pick up the call. And you need to be brief by giving your name, your company's information, and why is the call about. That is important, of course, because when you are in a role play, you are going to use this information, the information that I'm giving to you. Sometimes the recruiter or the OM is going to play it around, and you will need to call back the customer. And if you don't know what to say to the customer, you might not get the position. That's why it's super important how you can leave messages through customers' voicemail. And remember, future agent for call center, if you would like to know how to handle a call, how to persuade customers over the phone, how to be able to tell the customer what you need to inform so customers can take better decisions, the thing that you need to do is to buy our ROLEPLAY Practice Book. This is a book that will help you to pass the final round, will help you to pass the final interview in a call center process, in a call center job, because you will know how to overcome objections, you will know how to build rapport with the customer, you will know everything about empathy, you will know different type of scenarios in a call center, technical support, sales, retentions, customer service, you name it. And you're going to be ready for your next job interview, the final round, the role play with the OM, the role play with the supervisor, the role play with the recruiter. And I promise you that if you pass the role play, you're going to get the job. If you would like more information about the role play, link in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time, future agents for call center. Bye-bye.
How may I help you?
Yeah, I bought a product from you guys and it's broken, but it's still under warranty.
Okay, I'm going to put you on hold for a moment.